Today in this video we will discuss that how we can improve our English writing skills. Do you want to know how to improve your English writing skills? Do you want to know how to write correct sentences without it being a painful task? Here are some here are some tips to help you feel more confident with writing and improve your English writing skills. Number 1, read as much as you can. Just as we say that listening is closely related to speaking, reading is closely related to writing. So, our number one tip for improving your English writing would be as read as much as you can. This will help you to improve your vocabulary, grammar, sentence structure, and show you there are many different ways to communicate ideas. For example, if you need to write a description of a house or a bio of yourself, a great idea is to read some other bios or house descriptions from books, magazines, brochures, and the internet, or whatever source you can think of. After having read other, you can attempt to write your own. You will realize it's much easier than trying to write without any previous input. Why not read some of more quotes in our blog? Here in this video description, I will share the website of the blog. Number second is keep an English dictionary. You will be able to look up words to clarify their meaning and to learn antonyms and synonyms so as you do not repeat words or phrases which will be better to communicate communications skills. And number third is anticipate your readers' questions. Improving writing involves putting yourself in your readers' shoes. Do they have enough context to understand what you have written for them? If not, fill in the blanks, but do not over explain anything. If you are taking the time to organize your thoughts in advance, you should be able to keep things simple. The idea is given to readers just enough to understand what you are communicating without overwhelming them with trivial details. And number four is number five is go easy on the proportional phrases. When I was a new typewriter, someone showed me how proportional phrases made my writing unnecessary, wordy, any, and complex. It was an epiphany. Eliminate the filler words and phrases. Number six. Some words show up in our writing all the time and yet they do not contribute much of anything. Although these filler words and phrases sometimes add color or even meanings. Number seven is do not pad weak words with adverbs. Adverbs, those words that are often end in ly, modify words and sometimes adjectives. They are okay once in a while, but when you find yourself using them all the time, you are probably making weak and choices. Number eight is stick with simple words. Best-selling author John Grisham said there are three types of words: words we know, words we should know, words nobody knows. Forget those in the third category and use restraint with those in the second. This difference between this difference between having a rich vocabulary and dropping millions-dollar words into your writing just to show off. Use contractions. Contractions. Using English speakers use contractions. You are, I am, we are, they are, cannot, did not. Your writing will sound stiff and formal without them. For example, I am sure you are able to deliver the quality of your work we are looking for. Let us discuss it into our meeting next week. Now let's add some contractions. Do not this sound less stuffy? For example, I am sure. I am sure you are delivering the quality of your work looking for. Let us talk about it in our meeting next week. And the number next is try transcribing yourself. Record yourself talking. You can learn a lot about conversational writing using this one word trick. And number 11 is keep your sentences simple. Literary grades can write long, complex sentences with flair. Why not you? Well, for starters, you are probably not trying to write like Dostoevsky, Nabokov, or Faulkner. Short, less complicated sentences are easier to read. Keep it simple, silly, but do vary your sentence length so your writing has a nice flow. And number next is read it out loud. Speaking of flow, reading your writing and aloud can help you to determine whether it flows smoothly. If it sounds choppy and clipped, add a few longer sentences to break up the steady. And number next is practice, practice, practice. The ultimate way to improving writing is to learn what weakness weakens it in the first place, and then set your mind to fixing and eventually preventing the glitches. The more you write, edit, and proofread, the better you get at all. Thanks for your listening and understanding.